Buongiorno a tutti! I've been researching one of my favorite pasta dishes, pasta alla matriciana, and I've learned I've actually been using way too many ingredients this entire time. A lot of the recipes I've seen call for onion, garlic, and bacon. But if you're a purist, those ingredients are actually forbidden. Today we're going simple. We're gonna use a bucatini, which is a hollow spaghetti, and it's great for catching those sauces. We're also gonna use San Marzano tomatoes, some guanciale, which we'll talk about in a little bit, white wine, because it's Italian, and then the normal staples of EVOO, salt, pepper, and hot chili peppers. This smells so good. So this is guanciale, which is pork cheek, and it's actually pretty hard to find here in the United States, but if you can find it, buy it. It's got a much more intense flavor than a pancetta. If you absolutely need to sub pancetta, do that. Don't sub bacon though. That is much too smoky for the pasta dish that we're going to be making today.
Oh, recorrido. Sí,
So for the guanciale, I'm using about 8 ounces because I'm making 4 servings, and I cut them into inch-long, half-inch thick pieces to go into our sauce. So we've got our salted pasta water going, and then we're just gonna put an iron skillet over about medium heat and throw in just a touch of EVOO. I'm talking about a tablespoon because there's some fat that's already in the guanciale. Then we'll go ahead and add the pieces of guanciale in and a couple of pinches of red pepper flakes. And honestly, this is to your taste. So if you like spicy, you can add more. If you don't, add very little. And we're just gonna let this brown. And then once it's nice and browned, we're gonna put about a quarter glass of dried white wine. I'm using Chardonnay. So our white wine has evaporated, and we removed our guanciale, and we're keeping it warm in some foil. And we're going to go ahead and in that same skillet, add some hand-crushed tomatoes that I just crushed by hand. You can use a fork, but I like the way that the squishiness feels. You're gonna use about half of a 28-ounce can of whole peeled San Marzano tomatoes. Go ahead and add that into your skillet. Woo! And then you're just gonna add a little bit of salt. And just let that cook for about 9 minutes, the same time it's gonna take for your bucatini to be al dente. So for 4 servings, we're gonna go ahead and use about 14 ounces of bucatini. And halfway through the cooking process of your sauce, you're gonna go ahead and add your guanciale back into the sauce. So the pasta is cooked, and we're gonna go ahead and add about 2/3 of a cup of pecorino romano. Is it called pecorino romano? Yes, it is. Pecorino cheese to the pasta. And you're just gonna start combining it with your pasta. Once it's nice and combined, you're gonna go ahead and add your pasta to your sauce. And then, woo! You're just gonna combine it with your sauce, making sure that the sauce coats the pasta just enough before you serve it. And then it's ready. Throw a little bit of pepper on there, a little bit more pecorino because I love cheese. And there you have it. A no-fuss, very simple pasta alla matriciana. Ciao!